Okay, so we're live, guys.
We're live.
We're live.
Yeah, so that happened.
It's a good long episode.
Yes, it was actually. Well, we stopped like partway through, and we quickly realized that we were only halfway done. We took a little intermission there, sized up what was going on. Yeah, it was rather interesting. So this episode left me twisted in a lot of ways.
This is your boy died.
No, that actually was the one thing that it really didn't. I mean, we had been saying for weeks now that was probably going to happen at some point. We just didn't know exactly when.
I was happy to see it come.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. No, I think what really surprised me was that we started with the meeting.
Yeah, right away.
Which was strange because I thought that was going to be the end of the episode, the last thing we would see.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just odd that was instead the first thing we saw,
Once we saw that, we knew it was like, oh, the wall's going to be the next thing.
Yeah,
That's going to be
it
the
had
last.
to build from there.
Yeah.
Like you saw the wall at the end, but that was just so epic.
Yeah.
But the meeting was a lot of very important dialogue, and John's little, "I'm a Stark and I'm going to tell the truth," like.
Oh man.
And you thought it was all going to fall to shit.
Okay. So I guess there's a couple things that are coming to mind here right away. First off, a lot of people complained a few weeks ago that we had the Tyrion and Jaime reunion.
Yeah.
But you never saw the part where Tyrion and Bronn set the whole thing up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people were upset, Now...
But you got to see the Tyrion and Bronn relationship a little on their walk.
Yeah, so it made the reunion tonight instead.
Yeah.
So that works.
It's all right with me.
The other thing
You
is...
can tell they missed each other.
Yeah, just a little. Mal Reynolds says Rhaegar was so tiny. Did he
Was
say
he?
it? I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
didn't-
I honestly thought it was the actor who played Viserys
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking
doubling
about
in
this.
for
Yeah.
Rhaegar.
Maybe he's talking about the
Bigger
dragon.
nose. Bigger
Yeah.
nose on him. Yeah.
They're slight people, the Targaryens, if you have, you know what I mean?
Rhaegar was... I don't know, he seemed taller. But I guess, yeah, he was a skinny dude. He was a scrawny dude.
Yeah, well, none of them Targaryens look all that big.
No, they didn't.
They're not...
They had
Well, he
dragons.
was-
They didn't need to be big.
Yeah, well, he was a poet and he played the lute.
That's
you
true.
know,
This is a good... He was an elf.
Or played the
Yeah.
harp.
They have silver hair, yeah.
Yeah, he's got silver
okay.
hair, there's
So, yeah.
purple eyes.
Okay, so they're elfin. Yeah, but, yeah, I guess it's not surprising that Robert took him down at the Trident, huh?
They're also inbred, so it's like... They don't really have
That's
what they
that's a
need.
really good point,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, their fate is going to be the same as that of their dragons at some point. Yeah.
It is weird because Dany and Viserys are both tiny too. Like height wise,
Yeah.
they're both short. So they just
Yeah.
followed the fate of their dragons.
Yeah. That'll happen. Yeah. Well, he may have been a good agile and dexterous swordsman.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what's his name? Loras was the same way. He was a scrawny dude, but he was one of the best.
Yeah. Not everyone's going to fight like the Mountain.
Yeah, just one swing.
Yeah, true enough. But you saw that, speed kills, man. So,
Uh,
I think it's just more talking too much is what kills.
yeah, right?
yeah. So what else at the meeting stood out?
So we had the
Pico Joe's here. Nice. Yeah, should we just get to that now, the Sam and Bran thing, and come back to the meeting then?
apparently,
Yeah.
apparently
should
we're getting
we?
pushed in that direction.
That's okay. I don't. There's a lot to talk about,
Yeah.
so we can go in any order. Yeah. I thought it was weird when Sam showed up, and it was like we were like, "Is he in Winterfell?" We thought he was in Winterfell,
Yeah.
and then the first thing you see is like him and Bran. Like there was no like introductions. Oh, I'm Sam. Like remember when Arya shows up? There's like a big thing at the gate. Sam
Yeah.
just shows up. They're like, "Yeah, come on in, bro."
Yeah, you're fine.
So like I guess they just had to cut it for time. It was a big episode,
Yeah.
but I mean, They got right to brass tacks, didn't they?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, it's... You wonder, like, with Bran and his all-seeing third eye, like, what role does Sam play? You know what I mean? He's supposed to be the guy. He's Jon's guy who knows stuff. Well, Bran is plugged into the weir net, or whatever you want to call it. You know?
It seems like Bran can only see things that he wants. Like,
Yeah.
he goes back to the past that he knows he needs to go back to.
Well, I guess he looks around, but you figure the past is infinite.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting? Before the show, you had talked about how Bran was making Sam irrelevant. Because like Bran knew everything, but yet in the end, it was Sam who had the one key piece of information. Yeah. So
poor Gilly gets no type of.
oh, that's gonna be all over Twitter. Gilly knew. Gilly knew.
Did it.
Oh man. But yeah, so like Sam's not irrelevant. Yeah.
And he comes with documentation.
Yeah. So he's got proof
You
of
know?
all this. Yep.
Like, because in the North, they might go for, well, he's Lord of Winterfell, and he's, you know what I mean? Because he is the last living male Stark. You know what I mean? And he can't be Lord of Winterfell, but he's, you know, the three-eyed raven. And they might buy that stuff. But down south, they're going to be like, okay, you got paperwork?
Yeah, I'm going to see some
And he
documentation
really doesn't
on
have
this.
legal documentation because it was in the High Septim's diary,
Yeah.
which I don't know Westeros law, but I don't know if that would count.
But
It would seem reasonable.
He's
but
got
it's
proof
not.
a maester would believe.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
You know, the maesters are the scholars. They're the lawyers, the clerks.
I mean, once Sam says, "Hey, I read this in the Maesters thing," Old Town's gonna have to double check it. Like they're the fact checkers. I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, it's here."
Yeah,
We
somewhere.
found it, yeah.
Oh no, it was in the thing Sam was supposed to rewrite that were getting eaten by bookworms or whatever, book mites. It got eaten because he didn't stay to do it. Everything's ruined. Oh man. Aegon is now king. Well, he should be, but not yet. He's got some work to do.
well, he's fucking the queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what the king does.
Yeah, I guess
You know?
I guess when Jon goes like, "Hey guys, look at this! I can control a dragon," they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, that qualifies."
Yeah,
Brings up
that's whatever.
the question about when Daenerys keeps thinking that she can't get pregnant anymore, based off what the witch said and how Jack
Jon,
baby was.
Jon was like Captain Obvious there. Like, well, that bitch hated you.
Yeah.
Like, why would you believe her?
I'm starting to think like maybe she couldn't have a baby with anybody other than a Targaryen.
Ooh.
But Drogo got her pregnant
Yeah, the baby was deformed.
from the black magic.
No, it was deformed beforehand. They were using the black magic to bring it back.
No,
No, to bring Drogo back. Remember, it was a life for life. They took the
Oh.
baby. But I was thinking, what if she was pregnant from Viserys?
He never touched her. He had
We don't
his
know
whole
that.
thing in the first thing is that she had to be completely pure.
But how would Drogo know?
That was what Viserys wanted.
Eh,
And so he kept double checking to
maybe.
make
I
sure
don't
she was
know.
pure.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Then again, Drogo's like so badass. His sperm may have been like, "Bitch, you're getting pregnant." You know,
I'm
like.
not calling him by his new name though. King Johnson. He's Jon Snow.
He's Jon
I'm not
Snow.
going
He's
to
probably-
Aegon Targaryen.
When they made him
What would that
king
make
of
him?
the North, he didn't want to change his name.
Mal Reynolds can probably verify, but that would make him Aegon the Sixth.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. When Jon finds out, we talked about this earlier before the show. When Jon finds out, he's going to be really upset. Like, Daenerys won't care because, like, that's just what Targaryens do. But Jon was raised differently. He's going to freak out, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, is he just going to be like, well, other shit to deal with and just do the
that's
thing
exactly
Jon
what's gonna happen.
does?
It's like, this is good news, but we got White Walkers coming in.
Yeah, like-
Night King is on his way. Like, we don't have time for this. We'll
Yeah.
And the Night King is on his way. The
Yeah, like-
wall, dude. That
Yeah.
scene, that is the scene that's going to carry me. Like last year, it was
The hard home.
Promise Me Ned.
Oh, okay.
Last year, the scene that carried me through the long summer, you know what I mean, was Promise Me Ned, and finding out that Jon was a Targaryen. Like, having R plus Ellie, who's Jay, confirmed, like, for me, was huge. You know what I mean? Because I was suspicious of it, and then I was kind of doubting of it, because it's a bit of a stretch. You know what I mean? But, like, having that carry, and then now you have legitimate Jon, Aegon Targaryen. I'm going to call him Jon anyway.
No, wait, what were Rhaegar's children's names? I just read this the other day, too, and I can't remember. It was the girl, right? And then the boy?
Yeah.
The boy was
Aegon.
an infant. Okay, so it was... Why would he... Well, wait, he didn't name the kid, probably. Right?
Well,
Because he was already... I mean, it could have been decided, but he may have never even known she was pregnant before he died at the Trident.
yeah.
So she may have just Lyanna may have chosen the name. Because Mal Reynolds is saying, like, didn't Rhaegar already have a son called Aegon?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I don't know. Perhaps Lyanna chose it for some other reason.
Well, in the books, there's another claimant to the throne who thinks he's Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah.
And he leads the Golden Company.
Hmm.
So, like, that's going to be very interesting to see the Golden Company show up.
What if
Who-
Euron tries to get them, but they've already been sworn?
No, yeah.
That could be it.
Princess Peach, yeah, Northerners don't pick names like that typically, but one, Lyanna was a bit of a wild card, and two, she may have been picking it thinking like this child's like bound for great things like Aegon the Conqueror was, you know. So, and right now she looks like she may have been right if that's what she was thinking.
Maybe the guy.
Yeah.
Like, I can't really see what's going to happen with Jon knowing that he is a Targaryen. Like,
Well-
as far as the White Walkers comes in, except the possibility that he's like, well, if I'm a Targaryen, let me ride this dragon. And you have two dragon riders, right?
Yeah.
What you're gonna need, because the undead have one now too.
And he was
Big.
fast, man. Was it just me, or did the undead dragon seem faster?
Oh, he seemed fast and a lot more
than-
terrifying.
Yeah.
Could have been just because of the guy riding it. Was,
That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking. Yeah.
But again, getting away from the show, and I want to stay with the show. But in the book, there's a scene when Dany goes to the House of the Undying. She has a vision, and it's Rhaegar sitting by a bed, and he says he names Aegon. He says that his name will be Aegon, and his will be the Song of Ice and Fire, which is the title of the series,
Yeah.
The Song of Ice and Fire.
I think that's what
Yeah.
everyone was banking off the Arpless Zelig was Jay.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that Ned keeps remembering the whole "remember me" or "promise me, Ned" or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pico Joe says in the chat, what about the talk between Jon and Theon about being part Stark?
Oh yeah, they're
Coincidence?
still going to keep it.
When they did that scene, I was thinking that might be what they were setting us
Yeah.
up for, but I didn't. The way they did it, I wasn't really prepared for. But yeah, because it seemed like fitting that he would be like, you know, you're both, man. You don't have to be one or the other, you know. So he gets to be Stark and Targaryen and
Ice and fire.
Yeah.
So he's nothing.
It
He's just a
speaks
watery
lot to
pool.
the-
Jon Snow, watery pool. He should be Lord of the Riverlands. Anyway.
It speaks a lot to the character of Jon, though, that he does forgive Theon. You know what I mean? Like, he's
Which
like,
is surprising because their first
well,
encounter, he was
The
ready
only
to...
reason you're not dead is what you did for Sansa.
Yeah.
You know, to getting to the point where he forgives Theon.
But he said it's not his place to forgive him. So it's
For
like, I don't think he
everything.
forgives him, but he just knows, like, because John's still like one track mind. Like, we gotta kill the Night King. We gotta get together. So I think he knows that he can't keep harboring that that negativity.
There's no place
Just
for
like,
resentment on the front line.
But then he still allows him to go and save his sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you still doing talking to me?
I yelled in joy about Littlefinger. Mal, you've been killing me every week for liking Littlefinger, but yeah,
Me
he's
too, man. I
he-
clap.
I can't stand that.
he did clap.
And the fact that he became so weak in that.
Oh, you knew he would.
Like,
yeah.
oh, man.
Sniveling bitch.
Yep.
Well, because that was his whole game, and he got beat at it, and that's it. He's got nothing. He's not a swordsman or anything. So
I
yeah.
love that the whole way that transpired too. Like Bran gave up the goods. He followed Littlefinger's path. You know what I mean, through the weir net, and he gave up the goods. You know what I mean, you held a knife to his throat.
And what's funny
You
is,
know?
like,
I saw you.
Littlefinger could have doubled down on denial because nobody can prove any of that. Like, oh, Bran had a vision. Like, that's not really...
He was terrified of Bran in general.
Yeah, he
Once
was.
Bran said chaos,
he should have got the hell out of Winterfell right then and there and said, you know what? Lord of the Vale ain't bad. Let me know if you guys need help. I'm going to hide. Yeah.
He got way too...
Yeah, he went all in and he lost. He busted, so, you know.
Trial by combat.
Yeah, right.
No one's gonna fight
Blackatry is right, because when he said, let me defend myself, I thought he was going to just, like, throw the Hail Mary and hope for the best, you know? Pick a champion or something.
No one's going to fight for him, though. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
It's a waste of our time here.
I thought we were going to see him. Yeah, I half thought, like, he was going to draw his sword, because... There's the story, you know. I mean, there's the scar that he has from Brandon. Challenging Brandon Stark to a duel. Like, maybe he's been secretly training this whole time. Like that, he thinks he's going to be a fighter.
That would have been funny.
That weasel.
Still have Arya kill him anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I think that was Black Atreyu says that he thought like Arya would jack him up a bit more, but you know, I think that was kind of the point. Was like, nope, Arya, this is over now.
Arya does not play with her victims.
No,
there's no playing around.
Yeah, my cat tortures mice before she kills them. Arya
will tell you why she's killing you and explain to you when you fucked up, and then kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how she
holding the knife to your neck, though. She's not going to say it when she doesn't have the advantage.
Because remember, she did the thing with Walter Frey. She did the thing with, who's the Kingsguard?
Mary Trent.
Yeah.
Thank you, yeah. So, yeah, she does do that.
She likes to do her nice little evil assassin villain gloat.
Yeah, she's got that dark smile, man. Like,
I love it. I love it.
Hopefully she doesn't end up fighting for the undead, because that would be really bad for everyone involved.
She's already got enough magic stuff going on. She doesn't need me undead, too.
Yeah, that's true.
They all became
closer. Yeah, Pico Joe says that, you know, Sansa and Arya became closer. Yep. I feel like Arya's got to leave Winterfell, though. I feel like she's got a bigger part to play.
Nah.
No?
Nah. Once Jon comes back and tells them what's going to happen, I think she's she's staying there.
Yeah.
She's a Stark for life.
Okay, so everybody watching that's in the chat right now, what I want to know is how many of you were surprised that Cersei went 0 for 2 in telling the Mountain to kill her brothers? You know.
Yeah.
It seemed odd that both times she didn't pull the trigger.
Does she have heart?
Well, I got that. Here's the thing. I get why she didn't do it with Tyrion, right?
Do you?
Yeah, because she needed him to... If she kills him right then, that's it. Now it's war, you know? But if she lets him go back, she can continue her plan.
Yep.
Right? So letting him go back is the more tactically sound thing. Jaime, I don't know. Because I'm like, she had no reason to not do it unless she does. No, I'm like, is this part of her plan too now?
Have him go and let them know?
Dude, she's been like 3 steps ahead of everybody this whole season. So I'm like, she may have let him go for a reason. You know? I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, that's about Littlefinger not wanting to fight.
I think with Tyrion, like, you know that there's a legitimate animosity there. Like, she wants Tyrion dead.
Yeah.
Whether or not she was going to have the Mountain do it then or she's planning for something later, she wants to kill Tyrion. Whereas I think with Jaime, it was just, like, ego in the way. Like, she was like, you know, she wanted him to not leave.
Yeah.
I think the threatening him to death, she thought he'd just stay there.
Which was...
Because she tried the whole baby thing again.
Yeah, she did, and this time it didn't work.
Yep.
Yeah. I still say the whole Brienne thing is what pulled him away. Seeing her again...
I think he wants to be honorable, and she's taking that away. I think he's trying to go back to what
he has always wanted to be the knight in shining armor, hasn't he? Like, ride in and save the day. Tywin used to give him shit for that.
He's just going to let them know when he goes up there, but they don't give a shit. They're like, okay, so we got this problem up here right now. Like, they've already crossed the wall. But he also has a Valyrian steel dagger, so he's going to fight one of the main 4 White Walkers.
Sword. He's got Widow's Wail.
Yep.
And which we've seen before, it can be very effective, even though Jaime isn't that great a swordsman left-handed.
Well, Bron's been training him, so maybe he's gotten better.
He's just not Jaime Lannister.
He's not Jaime Lannister.
He was the best.
He's probably okay.
He can kill some White Walkers, and that's what matters.
Elite Paradox brings something up in the chat here, that the baby is fake. Now, me and you had been talking about this, and I think we have on the show the past couple of weeks that we think maybe the whole thing was made up to keep Jaime in the fold after he had his moment of doubt after the dragon. Then she was talking to Tyrion, and it seemed like, oh shit, she really is pregnant.
Right.
Now, kind of seeing how everything played out, and she's planning to just basically fight whoever loses or whoever wins the war up north. I'm like, man, is it fake? Like, I just have no clue at this point.
I can't tell you.
I'm so lost.
I think we're just wanting her to do that. But I think she's actually pregnant. I think the whole thing when she got frightened and she explained that story to Tyrion seemed a little...
That thing was like legit. That close to her grill, though, and I mean, it couldn't smell good, so... But yeah, that was a cool scene because for a minute we all had that, the skeleton isn't alive anymore.
Yep.
We're like, maybe there's like magic in the dragon pits or something that stops it from being animate, and then...
Leave it to the hound to be brute force. Just kick the shit over.
Yeah.
Well, it goes back to the scene from last year with Maggie the Frog.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You will have 3 children. You know what I mean?
And they all will die.
Yeah. But she had 4. The one with Robert.
Yeah.
They killed that one off, right?
Yeah, in the...
Yeah, the one
that one was
Robert
stillborn or something. I forget what the story was. She tells it to Kat when Bran is in a coma in the bed. Yeah, but I forget exactly how she said the baby died. Mal Reynolds, I'm sure, knows. He knows everything.
And that was in the first
that baby
season
doesn't exist in the books, by the way. They made
really?
that just for the show.
Oh, really? Interesting. I didn't know that.
The baby
stillborn. Okay, there we go.
Black hair, too.
Thanks, Black Atreyu.
That's right.
Yeah.
Black hairs is strong.
Yeah.
Strong in their family, yeah.
No Gendry this episode, by the way.
Yeah,
where
true.
is he? Was he on the wall?
Well, yeah, because he ran back for the Raven for...
Yeah, but did he stay at the wall, though?
Well, because they brought him in, remember?
Yeah.
Probably stayed there.
He's in the Castle Black. He's not at Eastwatch. So I think when he ran in, wasn't it somebody else that brought him in? Or is he at Eastwatch and he just
Eastwatch. They rode to and from
that's what
Eastwatch.
I thought he ran back to Eastwatch, but I really don't know for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah,
they'll probably bring him back. There was a lot to cover in this episode because it went in a few different directions. We were talking about Tyrion a minute ago. The one thing I think that might get really swept under the rug that we should talk about is the last scene we see him in for the season, where he sees Jon go into Dany's room, and he's got a really perplexed contemplative look. Do you think he's starting to wonder about what's happening here? Do you think he's jealous? Like, what is that about?
Yeah, that was a little weird. He just sat there. He didn't have like a
is he suddenly thinking
worried?
Is he suddenly thinking about his niece nephew? Did Cersei plant a seed? Because he was already kind of starting to have some waffly feelings about dragons burning people alive and all. And yeah.
I wonder why he was. Looking
Someone took his cupcake. Nice. Elite Paradox, we think Tormund probably got off the wall in time, or at least away from the chunk that came missing. That would be a pretty shitty death for Tormund.
Yeah, because we didn't get to see them die. So
dying in battle, okay. Dying like that would be kind of shit. Yeah,
because we didn't see anything after that.
Oh. Tyrion King.
Tyrion
I never really thought about that, but yeah, he was really big on the whole succession thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it says the question of who leads the, should something happen to Daenerys, and this opens up that possibility of not only Daenerys having children, even though she doesn't think she can, but it leads Jon to further, the line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that if something were to happen to Daenerys, that it goes to Jon.
Well, suddenly, too, if Tyrion were to be power hungry, this is hypothetical, his opportunities now become better with Cersei. because if he offs her, he can become protector of the realm until his niece-nephew were to come of age, So, and in his mind, he'd probably be doing the world a favor getting rid of Cersei, so, yeah. Just a thought.
Jorah was part of the Gold Company.
Yeah, so here's the question. Mal Reynolds brings up Jorah Mormont was part of Gold Company. Do you think they would work for Dany just because of that? Now, the Gold Company is what?
The Golden Company is a group of exiles which traces back to the Blackfire Rebellion in Westeros.
Yeah.
And they are all mostly Westerosi knights and former knights or the descendants of Westerosi lords who fight as mercenaries. And they are the nastiest crew of mercenaries in Essos.
So, they're mercenaries. Who do mercenaries fight for?
Gold.
The winning side.
It's the side who pays the most.
But they find out that they're going because they're part of the Blackfire Rebellion, though, right?
So they probably
part
would
of the
hate
Targaryens,
Dany.
or were they part of? They're on the other side.
The Blackfires, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, they were on the Blackfire side.
Yes.
So yeah, that would seem to only further their interests in not wanting to fight for Dany.
Yeah, well,
Unless
No,
the Blackfire Rebellion.
The Blackfires are the Targaryens.
The Blackfire Rebellion started because there was the heir to the throne was not given the Targaryen Valyrian sword, Blackfire. It was given to one of his bastards. And after, I think it's Aegon the Fourth passes away, or Aegon the Fifth passes away, he legitimizes all his bastards.
Right.
So a bunch of the lords of Westeros choose Daemon Blackfire to be their lord, to be king, and they lead a rebellion against, one of the bastards to lead against, instead of, I forget which Targaryen.
Yeah, there were like 4 different Blackfire rebellions.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Well, there's the second one, which is like, it's a bunch of people go to a meeting, and then the three-eyed Raven shows up, and and Fireball. That happens in one of the Duncan Egg books. I read that one.
I've been wanting to read those.
Yeah, they're really cool. Check them out.
Pico Joe says, will the Dothraki leave Dany if she gets pregnant?
Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why would they?
Khal Drogo's dead.
Dude, they've sworn to her.
Yeah, they follow her because she killed all the Khals and walked out of a fire unharmed. Well, her clothes weren't the better for it.
She's got the stallion who mounts the world. She's got Drogon.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Drogon's the one that... Oh, no. Drogon's the big one. Yeah. Viserys the one that died.
Yeah. Viserys the one that died.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. So, we almost got what you wanted tonight, Chris. We almost had Clegane Bowl.
Hold on a second here.
What's up?
The last person on to have the Blackfire sword was Brandon Rivers, who was the three-eyed raven. So, could the Night's King be the Brandon Rivers? Because I swear this dude's a green seer of some sort. There's no other way.
Yeah. Yeah, so, Clegane, meet up.
Yes.
We didn't get the bowl.
We did not.
We got the what is it, the stare down, but we didn't get the fight.
And then the Hound threatening him like, it's not over, but I will make... What did he say? Said something like...
You know who's coming for you.
Yeah, you know who's coming for you. Yeah, I was like, good. We'll get that in the last episode.
I thought it was coming right then and there. I was like, dude, I was pumped.
I was ready to go.
Yeah. Oh, man.
The Game Bowl is something that I am excited about, and I hope we do get to see. You know what I mean? Because there's only one season left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that could be the biggest tease coming.
Okay, so let's talk about this. There's one season left. We got 6 episodes. So is it 3 episodes, the war in the North, and 3 episodes, the war for the 7 Kingdoms?
I would assume that. Yeah, I would assume that's what's going to happen.
I imagine they'll do something different, but...
I mean, come on, man.
Just to throw us off.
this whole season was something different. The first 3 episodes were like, well, shit, the tables have turned.
Yeah. Well, I gotta admit, I was talking about this right after it ended, but I was like, I just don't see next season being able to hold up to this one. I feel like all the key things people have been waiting for really happened this season. Now all that's left is just the final battles.
This is true.
Like, that next season is going to have a really hard time living up to this one.
But it's the battles you've been waiting for. It's the Night King. It's Cersei's death or triumph, and it's we got to see Jon and Dany, R plus D.
That's
J
plus
the
point.
D.
Yeah,
That's today.
Right.
You know what
this
I mean?
season. Next season's got to try to beat that. It's got to try to beat Littlefinger dying. It's got to try to beat the Freys being exterminated.
It's going to beat us with just pure CGI is what's going to happen. Like, it's just going to be a bunch of battles is what we're going to get beat with.
Maybe. Mira. Why is Officer Hobo saying Mira? What about Mira? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, Mal was talking about the chick with Bran.
Oh, okay. I lost that. That chat room's moving pretty quick. Was that ice or blue flame from the dragon?
I say blue flame.
Yeah, I argued that it was super hot flame, and that's why it turned blue.
Super hot.
Yeah, so... Yeah, Jon and Dany are going to be real careful when they ride their dragons against that one. Yeah. Oh, other curious things from tonight's episode. Was anyone surprised Qyburn had to get right up and start examining the undead?
This is interesting.
Qyburn's made his life study of death and life and how it works. Like, you knew he was going to be infatuated with this.
Yeah, not scared. He was like, I could work with this.
That is another point.
Dr. Frankenstein immediately was like, let me take this to my lab.
Yeah.
Now, what I noticed, I don't know if anybody else noticed in the meeting, was that all the Kingsguard actually looks dead. Like, they all look to have the red eyes. They're all covered up in their face.
Oh, you know what? I'll have to watch that when I rewatch the episode because I didn't really pick up on that. I was just looking at their armor so much because we were talking about how menacing they look in the black armor.
The black armor is a look.
It's
terrifying.
Because all you see is their eyes. You don't see anything else from below.
Mm-hmm.
Officer Hobo says Gregor is the only undead one.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll be keeping an eye out for that when I rewatch the episode, though. Yeah. Yeah, man. True, man. Chat's moving fast.
Yeah, you can't have a Queenslayer if they're all undead. Very true.
Well, if Bran... Actually, that just made me think. Bran realized he can alter things in the past. From the incident where he was able to call out and his dad turned around and the thing with Hodor.
He said, but it's a cycle.
Right.
Because we saw when Ned was in the... Because the scene where he sees Ned talking to the tree or the Godswood, was when... happened, I think, in the first season. Where he's talking, he looks over because he thinks he hears something. So I think it's stuff he can do that, but it's all cyclical, like it's already happening. I
was just wondering if he can go back to the creation of the White Walkers and alter something in that moment. You know,
I think it just has to happen. Like Hodor,
that would seem like the way they could win.
Hodor was already Hodor before the actual Hold the Door incident happened.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know what the Night King's full extent of his powers are, and we certainly don't know the full extent of the Three-Eyed Ravens.
Other than the fact that I want him to play backup quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Dude! Yeah, we talked about that last week, man. We were waiting for those memes because we knew it. That dude can throw a javelin. Yeah. You know? If not, we need him on Team USA for the Olympics, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Time is all wibbly-wobbly. That is technical. I like it.
Yeah, I do believe that's like one of Einstein's laws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good point. We just like that we got hear Lyanna like actually say it. Because remember last season?
Yeah.
Was it the last episode? Yeah, because you were really excited about it, but we never actually heard her say it.
Yeah.
And I remember that night that you were really hype about it, and I had said, well, we didn't actually hear her say it, so we still don't know for sure. Like, but it seems like that's the path they were taking us down.
Yeah.
So tonight we got pretty much all the final full verification of everything we thought for a long time, but we're never sure of.
Yeah.
But what Elite Paradox was saying, I think Brandon can only see things that he wants to see. It's not that he knows these things are happening. He just knows.
Well, on the internet, I have to do a search.
Exactly.
I
He
can't
has to type it in. He doesn't have the right keywords. He's not going to find it.
Keywords. Oh my God. We're back in the dial-up era. Man.
But no, it's like
hashtag.
There we go. That's more modern.
Stuff that he knew about, that he was curious about. What Sansa's doing, what Arya's doing, what Ned was doing. He learned all of that because I think he wanted to learn about that.
Yeah.
Like, because you notice he doesn't just...
Yeah, because as soon as he found out Littlefinger was there, boy, he went looking into his past,
right?
didn't he? Yeah.
Chaos is a ladder.
Oh, Pico Joe's getting mad at you for yawning. He said, knock it off, you're killing him.
What's up, Joe?
Oh, man. Now that Dany and Jon did the nasty,
be 3/4 Targaryen.
And again, Jon and Dany do the nasty, no nudity. It's been a persistent thing.
Dude.
There was a lack of nudity through this whole thing. You saw Missandei's badonkin' like episode 1 and nothing.
yeah.
I enjoy the HBO, and
Well,
it only irritates me because when they give you the warnings in the beginning, it always drops it at the end. It says nudity, so I'm expecting some nudity, and I'm not getting any.
Yeah. Whoever's doing those things is pretty lazy. Like the guy who had Old Town in the opening scroll last week, and there was nothing to do with Old Town.
Danny straight up said she was not doing any more nudity after the second or third season.
You saw a boob tonight, and you saw some of Kit Harington's ass, so you got your TNA. There you go.
We got to think, man, they were only doing the nudity in the beginning. It was for, like, production-wise. Like, we need to get more people involved in this, so if we show everything...
Well, the problem is the actors have a lot more leverage now, too, because they can bail.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That would you don't want to lose your big actors. Yep. Yeah, you can recast what's his face and the Mountain, but you know,
how many times did they recast the Mountain? 4?
3. There were three different actors.
Ones, yeah.
Season 1, Season 2, and then Season 4 onward.
The first one was all right, but he was a little bumbly. Like he just seemed like, I'm big.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. When him and the Hound were fighting in the tournament,
yeah,
he just seemed a little like, I'm big. He wasn't really like a menacing. Like the Mountain we got now, I think is a pretty solid choice.
Well, yeah, and we know he's a pretty strong dude too in real life. So yeah.
I met him at the Philadelphia Renaissance Festival.
Oh really?
Yeah, because he was there. And I don't know.
You failed to fill me in on this.
I thought I told you this.
I don't think you did.
Shook his hand, and his hand was like my whole like wrist and everything.
It was just like a giant oven mitt. Like
what is this? Dude is legit huge.
Wow.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, no, she was last season, but I'm sure they really had to work hard to get that scene put together. And it wouldn't have made sense if she came out of the Dothraki tent with clothes, so... yeah. I'm sure they can get them to agree, but it has to be for a pretty good reason like that.
Yeah, in the beginning, they're in the beginning of the contract, so they're probably just...
Yeah, they're just
so... Yeah, I'll take it, whatever.
I'm on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, like, I'll take it. Yeah, that's fine.
Now they're like, do the show without me. Go ahead.
Yep. Like, you're the
Everybody
queen.
will hate you.
Probably like, you're the queen, the future queen. Like, you're going to be through all seasons, so... But, we're going to need you to do some nudity. Fuck it, all right.
Yeah. I don't know. Look at this. Now you got everybody worried about nudity, man. I don't know.
Well,
all the things going on, and you're worried about the boobs. Like, jeez, you know. How about we get more Hodor cock? Is that what you want?
I forgot about that scene.
Comes out like Ashy Larry, man. It's like, why is he so powdery? Like, what is going on here?
He's got some Giants blood in him.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the line.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez. So what else stood out to you guys in tonight's episode? Anything?
Man.
the showdown between Cersei and Jaime. Is this Jaime really finally breaking off?
I think this is it.
Like, do you think this is the end of their relationship?
I'd see. I think he's gone, but the problem is with shit like that, she can kind of pull at that, you know? Of course, he probably can, too.
I think he got tired of being used.
But perhaps this is what sets him up to be Queenslayer.
It was the whole...
Now he's out of the fold.
Yeah, but I think it's all... He was just annoyed with constantly being not in the loop. Like, she had all these plans and was just kind of using him as like he's just a guy who's there. Like, who did she make the plan? Oh, Euron. That was it. That was the key.
Yeah. No, that was an interesting little setup there, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I bought it when he said it. I was like, oh, this little bitch, you know. Well, the thing is, how did they have all that set up, or did he just, like, improv that? Because, like, what, he was just going to leave the thing saying, fuck this? Was the original plan, like, dragons? Like, oh, I'm out, you know, like, I ain't fighting against dragons, and... Then he just spun it. He was like, ooh, wait, here's an easier way out, you know? Yeah. I don't know. Strange. Joe's going to get mad at you for that.
That's okay. But, like, it totally plays into the character of Euron because, like, he doesn't give a fuck.
Nope.
He honestly, like, he's like, I'm a pirate and I'm out of here.
Yeah. But his whole reasoning behind it was like, if I'm on an island, they can't swim, I'm safe.
Yeah.
So when you guys are all dead, I can get the throne.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's logical. I can't really get mad at him for that one.
Yeah. Officer Hobo says something, and I don't know what he's talking about here. Do you think they will follow the line where Aerys made Viserys his heir, and then Viserys made Dany his heir during the rebellion?
How does this work?
I've never heard any mention of this. Is this a book thing? Because I don't... Even in my research, I haven't come across this.
I'm very confused by this.
But would
the line of succession,
right? Would that then technically make Dany the? Not that it's going to matter if the two of them marry, but
Viserion thought he was the heir. He was never truly the heir. Yeah. Or Viserys thought
the dragon thought he was the heir.
No, Viserys would have been next in line behind Rhaegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if Rhaegar has a son,
it goes to Rhaegar's son.
Yeah, so Viserys doesn't have an actual claim.
Yeah. So do I think they'll follow the line?
Yeah, that Viserys named Dany his heir. I don't know.
No.
I don't know that it's going to matter at this point anyway. Unless the two of them get in an argument about who the real heir is. But if they're going to hook up anyway,
yeah, dude,
it's not going to matter.
It's just not her throne anymore.
It's going to be all about the kids anyway.
Maybe they'll just split it, you know? Yeah. Like children, they'll divorce it up. Like, I'll take the north, you take the south.
They're going to need a maester to arbitrate. You know, Sam will be there all awkward. You know, yeah. So Drew87 thinks that Cersei does have the baby. Well, if she doesn't end up having a baby, that might tip him off that she was lying. Yeah.
Or it says, you see, I go back to that prophecy thing. That, you know what I mean? Like, maybe she is pregnant, but it only means that the end is near for Cersei.
Could be. This is the child that dies within her. Because she dies. Could be.
Ooh. I gotta go with Mal Reynolds on this one. Fuck the Iron Islands. All them people just fucking suck. They are so useless.
Dude, Euron's a great character.
Oh, he's fun and entertaining, but he's a piece of shit too.
Yeah. Oh, they're Vikings.
Yeah.
They don't.
Speaking of this, though, like, where's Theon going?
Yeah.
Where the hell is Yara?
Dudes, yeah.
Yeah, like, is she at King's Landing? Is she with
No, I'm sure, knowing Euron, that she is right in his room.
So, no one knows that Euron's going there besides Cersei and Jaime now. And probably Qyburn.
I don't know. If hopefully Theon just ends up pulling a Gendry and Rowan for a few years, because I'm tired of Theon.
The spin-off series is Theon's rowing adventures.
Of all the characters to survive to this point, why did Theon have to?
I'm okay with it because he kind of came back. Like that conversation with Jon, I was like, all right, so he did say, like, he's always been trying to do the good thing, but he's always been weak about it.
It was an interesting symbolism with that conflict, you know what I mean, against the boatsmen from the Iron Islands, is that Theon's ability to just keep getting up no matter how bad he's beaten.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, he's been, he's betrayed the family who raised him.
Yep.
Got up. You know what I mean? He's been tortured and, you know what I mean, castrated. Got up. His entire fleet was, destroyed. Got up. You know what I mean? Like, his ability to, like, spit in the face of destiny is kind of, impressive.
Mm-hmm. It is true.
Yeah. Pico Joe had an interesting question while you guys were talking about that. Does the North know that Jon bent the knee?
Oh, yeah. They got the letter.
They got a letter.
Sansa knows.
Yeah.
Does the North know?
Oh, okay.
That's why I think it's an interesting question. Because obviously Sansa knows because we saw her reading the note she got from the Raven. But did she tell all the Northern Lords?
That's a good point.
I say no because they were too busy putting Baelish on trial.
And they don't know they're coming with her yet because Bran has the note. And he didn't let anybody know yet. That was a pretty funny scene though. And Sam's like, did you see them?
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah,
One of the
right.
things that I thought was interesting about that scene, too, with Littlefinger's trial, for lack of a better term for it, is that when Jon addresses the North, it's the Knights of the Vale and the Northern Lord.
Yeah.
When Sansa and Bran addressed the North, it was just the North. It
wasn't all of them. Yeah, because
it was just the Knights of Winterfell and
because we didn't
and
see
the Knights of the Vale.
We didn't see Lyanna Mormont or
the Lords of the North weren't present.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a good point.
I wonder if the reason why was just to show them, like, bring the people who are involved, his people.
That's interesting though, because they would have had his back. That could have been a problem.
Oh, no. It was just the setup, though. So if you have all of the guys from the north there, they're already...
Buys further in, yeah.
So you have his people there to think that he's got full control and he's comfortable.
Yeah.
You put the north in there, then, he thinks something's up. So I'm guessing they just had his people there, had his people escort Arya there.
Right.
It was more as like keeping him in a comfort zone.
He thought it was a drumhead trial for Arya, and it turned out to be the other way. Oh, man. Yeah. That was interesting, though. I didn't quite pick up on that until you said it, and then I remembered it. Yeah. Which sucks, because any chance to see Lyanna Mormont, I'm happy about.
Right?
That little girl's awesome.
The other end of that is the thing that Ned Stark and now Jon Snow has continued on with. He who passes the sentence should be the one to swing the sword. Whereas the girls,
teaming up as one.
Yeah.
I kind of picked up on
that.
Sansa passed the
sentence and Arya swung the sword.
That was odd. They went very against what their dad would do. Mm-hmm. But then again, Sansa's been quite quick to point out, doing things the way her dad did got him killed.
Very true.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. They've ruled the North as one? I don't think so. I feel like Arya is the type who goes off on adventures and is not...
I don't think she's adventuring this time.
Well, no, I think now she's got stuff to do. But I think, like, if the good guys, in quotation marks, win, then she goes off on her adventures.
I wonder if Jaime comes back, right? Let's say he makes it to Winterfell to let them know, like, hey, shit's about to go down. Like, Arya just goes to King's Landing and take out Cersei real quick. Hey, you know what? I got an idea. I'll stop this. I'll just waltz my way in. Or they kill him. They kill Jaime. She takes Jaime's face.
Jaime's face.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then just marches right in, and that's the whole thing.
Wow. Well, she can wear Peter Baelish's face now. Cersei still thinks he's an ally. And a coward and weakling and, like, not somebody she would ever be afraid of. fearful of in the game of information, but not like, oh, he'll stab me in the throat, right now. Like, that's just not him. So.
Ned always said, he who passes the sentence.
Oh, MVP move right there. Right? Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty obvious that Sansa and Arya, or Sansa in general, is going to be the Queen of the North.
Yeah.
Jaime's obviously a king, or Jon's a king now, so it's like...
So what happens in the Vale, actually, now?
Dude, first off, we got the Vale there. We got that little issue. But what the hell happened to the Riverlands?
Well,
are they just non-existent right now?
Well, no. Admiral Tully is ruling them.
And he's still under Cersei's...
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. But another thing is the Stormlands have just been completely neglected now forever.
There was nobody there besides the Baratheons and Targaryens. So both of them gone, there's going to be nobody there.
Yeah, right. But there's nobody's even mentioned like any kind of like upheaval or anything in the Stormlands as like lords fight for control of it or anything,
Well,
with Tommen Baratheon's death, even though he wasn't truly a Baratheon, everyone thought he was. Yeah. So, there's no Baratheons left.
I wonder if when Gendry
comes back. Carries the bloodline, but he would have to be legitimized.
And that's why I find it odd that they haven't mentioned anything, not even like a raven from the Stormlands or just something to remind you it's still out there, so that when Gendry gets legitimized by Jon Snow or Dany, like that he will go there and, rule.
I wonder if Gendry's just still there in Dragonstone and the Stormlands. Because Euron's going to come back. Let's say he does get the Golden Compass, right? He's going to come back. First thing they're going to attack is going to be Dragonstone. They're going to take that back because
that's the best place for him to attack.
Yeah, there's nobody there. It's right in the middle of the ocean. They can just go right in, take it, and then move into the Stormlands if anyone had it there.
In the books, that they start with Storm's End.
Yep, for the Black...
With the Golden Company. Yep. They take Storm's End. So... The lack of attention, and who was it, Jim? You said it, right? That Storm's End is the only castle we haven't seen on screen.
Yeah, of the major houses.
The major houses.
Yeah. Yeah. Princess Peach says, think they'll screw us over with a horrible ending. Where would you put the percentages of... Well, let's face it. What's the bad ending, actually? Is it Cersei wins, or is it the Night King wins? Because right now I think I'm more apt to say Cersei winning is the bad ending. Because the Night King's actually kind of cool, but like the undead...
Euron just taking it over with the Golden Compass.
I would have said the bad ending...
Compass.
Go with the Golden Company.
You keep saying that, dude. I don't know what's going on, You're such a Compass fan.
Gotta go to sleep.
Actually, the bad ending would have been Littlefinger winning. Because that would have meant everybody had to die. So...
That's true.
Yeah, so... Yeah. Him dying takes that out. I
feel like something based on like HBO shows, like they've pretty notorious for like shitty endings on certain shows.
But this is a different production team.
That's it. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like they've already know what the ending, the major ending is. It's just are you going to like it?
I don't know.
I'm okay with however it ends. To be honest with you, Cersei wins. It's gonna be something crazy.
It's going to be something clever.
Yep.
That's,
and you're like,
that's how she operates.
Like, I have no emotional connection with characters anymore because they all die at some point. So really, I'm just like, man, that's sad that they're dying. Or, man, I hate this guy. Good, he's dying. Like, the people that I hated, Ramsay, Joffrey, they're gone.
Yeah.
Like, I like Cersei because she's clever as shit. Like, yeah, she's evil, but it's like the things she comes up with, you're just like...
Yeah. The bitch must die.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of enjoying this. Like, this is a wild ride.
She's a villain you love to hate, but I still hate her.
What's really weird though is
the bitch must die.
But how though? Like, how is she going to die? Like, it's got to be something really poetic for her to die. Like, I don't want her to just like happen to get killed by some guy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like...
Bronn finally gets a scene with her.
Oh, she would never agree to that. Oh, my God. How much money? They just got to load up the dump truck and back it up.
It's a couple $100 million for this. We just need this one scene where Bronn kills you. All right? Just one.
Bronn looking out for Bronn.
I think he's more important than we think he is, though. I still want to.
He's got pretty good plot armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, like I'm in it for the long. I'm in it for whatever this ride takes me. Like the one thing I don't want to see is the White Walkers taking everything. Because I think it's kind of a boring
they're looking
ending.
pretty strong right now, but Daenerys looked pretty strong at the end of last season, and we all saw how that turned around really fast.
She didn't come in with her full strength, though. She just kind of like...
It's true. Had she, none of this bad shit would have happened. Yeah. She'd just been yet another Targaryen, but hey. Yeah. You know.
Because we're all looking for that happy ending. It's like, this is Westeros. They have never had a happy ending. Never.
Yeah. Oh, man.
My thing is, I wonder what the people over in Essos are doing. Just like chilling, doing their thing, and then happen to catch the news in Westeros. Like, the fuck is going on there?
That would be the comical ending, is that everything gets resolved in Westeros. Everybody unites under one leader, and then, like, armies from Essos just come and just destroy the place. Nah, it's all ours now.
It's ours,
it's
guys.
another Andal
You guys
invasion.
can't hold anything together. Mm-hmm. You guys have dragons. Yeah, White Walkers, like the undead? Like, nah, man.
This whole place just has to go. The Dothraki are just turn on everybody. Like, no, we're starting over in Westeros. No more houses. Oh, man. Yeah.
He doesn't care about winning the hearts. He doesn't need hearts to run his army, so he has no care about winning the hearts of the people.
Yeah,
the Night King can just march through everything, just loot and pillage.
And like, just bring them back up. Like,
everything he kills is another soldier for his army. Yep. So,
what did you think of Jon asking about how many people live in King's Landing? Tyrion was like, about 1 million, and Jon was like, that's the whole population in the north. Why would they all live here?
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was an interesting.
I love Tyrion's answer. The brothels are better.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Oh, man. Yeah.
I'm interested, though. Why would he even care about how many people were there?
Night King numbers.
He's never seen the city.
It's true. Yeah, he hasn't been to King's Landing.
Winterfell and King's and
the Wall.
You know,
he's seen north of the Wall.
Maybe that's like hinting at the fact that even if he is king, he's probably not going to take it. Like even if he does find it, because dude's northerner.
Yeah.
Like 100% northerner. Like he does not care.
Now, I could see if Dany and Jon win, Dany goes to King's Landing, sits on the Iron Throne and rules, and he goes to rebuild the wall. Because that's the kind of shit he does. Even if he eliminates all the Night Walkers, you got to rebuild the wall now.
He's not built to sit on a throne either.
No.
Like this dude is all about being there for his people.
If you remember season 2, or is it season 1? It's season 2 when Dany goes to the House of the Undying. There's a vision where she goes and she sees snow on the Iron Throne.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Which, if you take in the connotation of Jon, you know what I mean. It's a vision of the future, and she goes off to see Drogo. You know what I mean, and he's like. So I think that is the ending I don't want. Is you see Jon Stark ruling the kingdom he didn't want, and
that's what he usually does everywhere, though. He didn't want to be Lord Commander. He didn't want to be King of the North. You know, like people just constantly give him shit he don't want.
It's also a job I think he'd be shitty at.
It's very true.
It's
very true, man.
He's had the advantage of always having a pretty clear path. Like, you got to go take care of this.
Yeah.
Like, what happens when he's just got to manage a kingdom? We saw how bad Robert was at that.
Dude, people just have problems just to have problems, so he's got to run that.
And I don't know if he's built for that. Who has been good at that is Sansa.
Yeah.
You know, she was like, do we have enough food for everybody? Like, those are important concerns.
Dude, that armor isn't padded. Why don't you have padding in that armor? Like, she's pretty keen on that. Jon can't become Hand.
Was the snow on the Iron Throne just a sign of the storm, though? Like, because we saw
winter came to
like that was pretty interesting. Yeah, we saw snow in the south, which was really unusual. Yeah.
Sam's going to get legitimized.
He's going to get pardoned probably from the Night's Watch. so he can go Horn Hill.
Yeah.
That is, you know what? That's a good. Wait, what? Tonight or in the vision? That it wasn't snow, but
he thinks ash was in the vision.
Tonight in the south, it was definitely snow. It was a sign that the storm is getting closer. But in the vision, was it perhaps ash, like King's Landing burns to the ground, like she rules over the ashes? Yeah, possibly.
Wow, yeah, I mentioned that earlier. There was no snow in the south for 1,000 years, which I think was probably the last sighting of the White Walkers, I would assume.
Yeah, they say they've been gone for 1,000 years, so yeah, that would match up. Yeah.
I wonder if it was ash.
Looked like snow to me.
It did. It did.
I definitely think it was snow tonight. Yeah.
No, in the vision, I think.
In the vision, I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch it. I haven't watched season 2 in forever. Yeah. Bran might be the new Night King. Oh, that's...
I don't buy that. I've seen that on the internet.
Like, are they the same person almost?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That sounds too much like World of Warcraft. In the Wrath of Lich King, one of the guys becomes the Lich King so he can stop the whites from attacking everybody. Like, come on, man. Don't do that. I've already seen this before. I've seen this story. Don't do that. So I'm just hoping that this doesn't actually happen.
But I keep seeing the theories that Bran is actually all of the Brandon Starks throughout time have all been Brandon Stark. Like, Bran is the one who tells Bran the Builder to build the wall in the first place.
That would be interesting.
You know, so that it's all been building up for this final conflict. You know,
so the Night King is another Stark.
The penultimate enemy of... Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
He was a Stark from... You know what I mean? Because the Starks have been the kings of winter since forever.
Yeah, and they're also, like, they have wildling blood in them, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blood of the first men.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, thank you, Princess Peach. It was definitely snow. That's what we thought, because it melted to water on his glove.
Oh, so. I'm not arguing tonight. Tonight's definitely snow.
Wait, did you watch the thing from season 2? Let us know, Princess Peach. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, tonight was definitely snow.
Yeah, that I was pretty certain of. Yeah.
Oh, the vision.
So it's definitely snow. Okay, so that wraps that part of it up at least. What it represents, I don't know.
We still don't have the prince that was promised, guys.
What's this?
We still don't have the prince that was promised. Like,
we still don't know.
Prince or princess, yeah, we still don't have that.
Promised.
And that's the whole Lord of Light thing. And
Well,
Lord
because Azor Ahai gets his sword to burn,
stabbing
which
is
his
why
love.
I'm still thinking it's Jamie who was supposed to be, but who knows?
No, Gob said I love you all, so just replying in kind. That's such a great thing to say as we talk about, you know, the deaths of characters and how someone's going to get murdered and, you know, just massive death everywhere. It's good to have a little bit of that positivity back in there. Yeah.
But like I said, that's the ending I don't want. Is Jon becomes Azor Ahai by killing his lady love, Dany. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then gets stuck being the king, which is yet another job he doesn't want.
The ending I don't want is Varys on the Iron Throne. I don't know.
Ooh.
With Littlefinger gone, that was like his best rival. Like, yeah.
Nah, Varys just wants to see someone on the throne who he can just... I don't think he wants to be a leader. He just wants to be like...
The one thing we know, like I just said, Varys has friends in Essos.
This is true.
Yes.
That could be trouble. Yeah. Dany might have a daughter instead. Dany isn't even pregnant yet, for all we know.
We don't even know.
She just had sex like an hour ago.
She's pregnant. They had sex.
Can we let them smoke a cigarette at least? My God. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, we did learn that earlier this year. Prince is gender neutral.
Yeah.
Sunday said that, yeah. So we do know that.
Someone thinks that it's the baby. I was like, but the Azor Ahai is not a baby. Azor Ahai kills his lover. to forge the... Was it Lightbringer? What is the name of the sword?
Lightbringer.
Lightbringer.
Yeah. Actually, something we talked about a few weeks ago that now has me even more curious as things start to unravel further is when is Melisandre coming back?
Next season.
Wow. Way to pull a Jon Snow on me.
Maybe she... I don't know. Because she's going to Volantis.
Yeah.
What the hell is in Volantis?
We were talking about
A
possible...
huge slave population.
Oh, maybe she's getting them to fight?
Yeah, and the nastiest fleet in Essos.
What's that?
The fleet of ships. Like, the Valentine fleet is, in the books at least, is known to be sick nasty.
Huh. So they're just going to get a bunch of people from random areas to come in.
Yeah. Didn't we theorize perhaps dragon eggs?
Yeah, but that's
Or were they
a side.
Or shy.
Okay.
I probably did. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, man. First episode with more dragons. I don't get that. Oh.
Probably not too late. She's totally prego.
Right, yeah, we do know that she has to die in Westeros.
Volantis is the home god, or the home of the Red God's temple. Okay. Okay.
She's going back for something and then has to come back to Westeros to die.
Yeah.
Not that it has to be anytime soon, but I'd hate to think her last scene was her fleeing Dragonstone kind of meekly like that.
Yeah, kind of like, this is what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
We're all dead, but I'll do something about it.
Mal,
Try.
I get what you're saying that Ashai is really far away, but since when has distance ever been a problem in the show?
This
People
season,
just cover ground so quickly.
This season has completely wiped out any type of time.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter anymore.
I'm surprised Bran isn't gray by now. Like, you know.
Sam went from the farthest south of Westeros all the way to the north in, like, an episode?
He wasn't in last week, so...
Okay, so it took
gave him
him
enough time.
an episode and a half.
Well, it was really convenient because they don't have the books to go on anymore. So that, like, while Sam's on the boat, there's a whole lot of other people marching.
Yeah.
So there's just not stuff happening. Whereas you had to balance, you know what I mean, like...
Timelines.
Yeah. Now there's nothing happening while other people are marching. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
true.
It's just...
Because, like, I remember in the first season, it took them forever to get to King's Landing.
Mm-hmm.
It was at least 2 or 3 episodes for them to actually make it to King's Landing.
Yeah, I think it was episode 3 they got there.
3?
So it took them a whole episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird because they don't, like, give you, timestamps like it's 24, so you don't quite know exactly what's going on,
I do know that last episode, Gendry is either like Sonic or...
They said he was the fastest.
It's like Usain Bolt over there, man.
Yeah.
Like
He moved.
Very high endurance from all that rowing.
It's because he didn't have to carry the hammer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yep.
Yep.
No. And we also found out that ravens fly very fast.
Rockets on those ravens.
That's why they call it as the crow flies, because you get where you got to go quick. And then we found out the dragons fly even faster.
I can see the dragon flying fast.
So can I.
That's an okay part.
Yeah.
But the raven and Gendry is a little...
The Gendry thing was a little harder to swallow.
Yeah.
The raven I get, because the raven just goes, oh, I got to get here, and I just go. There's no traffic in the sky. Like, oh, shit, another accident.
Here.
Yeah, So, yeah. Ghost was mentioned when?
Yeah, dude, Ghost has just been chilling.
Yeah, because we were talking about this before the episode
That's
tonight. Where the fuck has Ghost been?
Last scene at Castle Black. Like, we should see, like, little posters. Like, Ghost, have you seen me? Lost dog. You know what I mean?
Just posted out everywhere.
From what I understand, the CGI for the wolves is really expensive. Because it's hard to do moving fur.
Okay, yeah.
So they do as little with the wolves as possible. Because they want to do big wolf.
Yeah, I assume they just took a model of an actual one and had an actual,
They just kind of like
husky,
scaled them.
Scaled it up to him. But
like they just kind of filmed that one separate.
Yeah.
Zoom it in more and then
they
place him into the shot, but I guess not. But that's why the episodes with the dogs are always so short, as you've mentioned before.
Yeah.
Like that 10-minute episode we got earlier this year. You know,
just keeps getting shorter
forever. You know, yeah, yeah, because that's what I was thinking because Arya's dog showed up this year,
yep.
and Ghost is just still missing.
Still there somewhere.
I don't know.
In Winterfell?
Oh, wait. We saw him when I was thinking the last thing we saw was him eating the one mutineer, but that was not it.
Oh yeah.
No, because we saw him at Castle Black after Jon died, right?
After Jon died.
They were using him as part of the protection when they were trying to protect the corpse. Yeah. Yeah, Jon. Okay.
I don't remember this at all. Sometimes
Yeah,
when Sansa speaks, I'm not really listening. It depends on who she's having the conversation
I
with.
admit, often when Sansa speaks, you just want to,
Yep.
you know, like, you idiot. But in the end,
Turned out
she saved it at the end.
I like how she admits it though. Like, I'm a slow learner. I'm like, yes, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sansa.
Well,
Paradox. I too wish Howland Reed would have showed up.
Yeah, he is the
he
key.
is the mystery man of Westeros. Like, he is the guy I want to see more than anything.
he's got a good kill under his belt too, doesn't he?
Arthur
Yes,
Dane.
Sir
Yeah.
Arthur Dane.
You know, crazy that he beat him in single combat.
Mira left though, right? So Mira's probably there with her dad.
I guess we're gonna see her early in the next season because they're the first holdfast, right?
They're they're nomads. They just move. They don't have like a castle, I don't think.
No, the keep floats and is known to relocate throughout the swamp.
That's it. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
What? It's probably CGI budget. They don't want to show that because that'd be pretty cool to see.
I like what Gob said. Not like this. Well, I don't know. It wasn't as bad as the Missandei Grey Worm scene.
That was an extra long scene.
It sucks because it was really this like cool and special moment, and they drug it out so long they made it awkward. Like if they would have just made it the beautiful special moment it was between the two of them, and then just cut away, it would have been great. And then they just drug it out, and it was just like a dying marriage. It was just like, oh, somebody end it, please. Like, anyway.
If I'd have known it was all the nudity we were going to get for the entire season,
you would have stopped watching.
Would have cut the show off in the second episode, man.
No, I would have enjoyed that badunk-dunk a little bit more.
You would have cherished it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Missandei do got that dunk, though. You seen that?
Nice body.
Howland learned of Ned's death by the green sight?
I don't know about that, but I know he was a green
seer. Yeah, he was a green seer. Yeah. Littlefinger looked beautiful when he died. I thought so, too.
Definitely. Just sniveling, just weak. So weak, and everyone just kept speaking, and he thought he had it, and then Bran spoke up. It's like, good.
You know what was funny, too, was when that scene was happening, I said, oh, Bran's there.
Yeah.
It should have dawned on me immediately right then that it was up, but it tickled me. Like, it gave me that, why is Bran there? Like, Bran he wasn't even in last week's episode, was he?
And he's never been in any of the meetings.
Yeah,
yep.
So, like, all of a sudden he was there. It in hindsight, it was very obvious, you know.
What's funny about that is Jojen, because I forgot he existed.
He's dead.
Yeah, I forgot all about him. Not only is he dead, didn't they eat him? They had to eat him to like keep fed while they're in the cave. I thought it was, or no, it was a theory that's what they were eating called Jojen paste. Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
Jojen paste.
Yeah, that does not sound like a delicacy at all.
Definitely would not throw that in the show, but the books. George R. R. Martin would definitely put that in the books.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a dark man. That George Martin.
Very detailed. Very detailed on everything.
Killed by Leaf so he didn't turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I know she killed him, but I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
I guess if you're killed by a White Walker, you turn? Thought somebody had to raise you. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm excited. It sucks that it's going to be like a year wait for this, though.
Man, this is going to be brutal. I remember when this started 7 weeks ago, I wasn't even that excited. I was kind of like, oh, man. And all my Sunday nights now for the rest of the summer. And then as soon as Ari killed all the Freys, I was like, yo, I am fucking in. Like, let's go.
I am hopping on
Who
this
needs
train?
Sunday nights? Yeah. So, yeah. It didn't take long.
I'm interested to see how they start off the next season, though.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This season set the bar really high. Because just so many lines had to come to an end, you know? 2 years? That would be some bullshit.
We better get like 2-hour-long episodes. All right?
Yeah, man.
If I'm waiting that long for this.
And that's the thing. Tonight's episode could have been broken into 2, and they could have just added some footage. We could have had 8.
But it would have been didn't, because it would have been a lot of like filler.
Well,
a lot of side conversations.
Well, they're still working, from what I understand, they're still working with a 12-episode budget. Oh. They're just making 7 episodes.
So that's why they can fit more in there.
So they can do more.
More of the CGI stuff. But their budget's got to be fucking incredible at this point. Like, think about that. Like, how is HBO not throwing them all the money in the world? Like, what do you need? Like, make it.
So instead of doing a movie, they're going to do 6 feature-length episodes. I'll take it. Be like tonight.
Yeah, I could do 6 of those.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do 7 seasons of that.
Gobs, no, I think we want to do some stuff. I don't know if we'll do Game of Thrones stuff. We'll probably do some other stuff.
Yeah.
Talk some Game of Thrones, you know. You know me. Once we're on here, I'm kind of like, what do you guys want to do? Like, fuck it. I come in with a game plan. If everybody's like, fuck your game plan, I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's just do whatever. I don't care. So, yeah.
Well, they are talking spin-off.
Yes, we've talked about this a few times, that they've taken 4 pitches, 2 of them in collaboration with George R.R. Martin.
They could do the Dunkin' Egg and the Blackfire Rebellion. Those would be pretty legit. Because then we already have the full story. We don't have to wait for them to write books and guess what's going to happen next, because they're already done.
No, the Dunkin' Egg books aren't done.
They're not done?
No,
I thought they were done.
No.
I thought he released that and we already had the full story.
We know the ending, though. We do know the ending.
We know
it ends badly.
Summer Hall. We know that the Dunkin' Egg books will end with the tragedy.
Maybe we just do a cooking show with George R.R. Martin, because he's got a full cookbook that's finished. So maybe we just use that for the back story.
And he keeps coming up with fictional histories.
Oh, man.
Oh, this dude.
Oh, dude. Now, Black Atreyu, I'm with you. I've been begging for Robert's Rebellion as a spinoff since season 1.
But I recall, like, a few seasons
somebody
back,
said something about not
They're like,
doing
we don't
it,
want to do a Robert's Rebellion.
Yeah, it just...
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah,
it seems like I'd take a movie out of this. I don't know if I'd want a whole season of it.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
That's it. George R.R. Martin doesn't want it to be it.
Adventures of Bronn.
He wants it to just be like a story.
Yeah.
I would watch Adventures of Bronn as an episodic series.
Either that or like a Hound and Tormund buddy cop adventures.
Cock. I like it. So, yeah. Oh, the moments like that. Yeah. Oh, man.
I bet you do.
So great.
Depending on how this season ends, I wouldn't mind like a future, like few years into the future of it, where everyone else is pretty much dead. But it's like, you know
what
I mean?
about like Torture Days starring Theon Greyjoy? Just a series, and it's nothing but the days he was tortured by Ramsay. Like, I don't know.
Now I'm good.
Nothing would make me happier than watching Theon get tortured again.
Good.
Yeah.
You see, when it happens, I hated Theon. He deserved what he got. But as it went on, and like you were just like, all right, these poor guy
this
alone.
Is too
they
far,
cut
man.
his junk off. You know what I mean? That was just like...
It's gone on just a little too much. Can you... we're cutting his dick off. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Feeding
Actually,
people to dogs.
What would you think about Aegon's conquest?
No, that just... I could watch that.
I could watch that.
I feel like that's a mini-series, not like a long-running...
I'd do anything with Valyrian the Black Dread in it.
Watch him burn Harrenhal.
Dude, just burn everything.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Hell, the Targaryens actually got to Dragonstone.
That would be a good one.
That could be... That's, you know what I mean? Like, because we don't know why they left Valyria. They leave Valyria before the doom.
No, one of the Targaryen children had a vision of the doom of Valyria, and that's why they left. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One of them was a seer or something and actually saw the doom of Valyria. That's why they got out of there. So, which is funny because in Essos they were a mediocre family, you know, and because they left, they ended up being the only family left that could control dragons.
Huh.
And they had the only dragons, and then all of a sudden, yeah, the balance of power shifted.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said it's a miniseries, not a long-running show. Because, I mean, what is it? Aegon flies around, burns everything to the ground. There's not much to it. It's just kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
You know, you do like a 5-6 episode series, probably.
I'd take any of the Blackfire Rebellions as a decent series, too.
Yeah.
Because that had more of the intrigue.
You could do some ESO shit or Sathrios, like...
Yeah,
Sathrios,
or Sathrios, or however you want to pronounce it. Like,
yeah.
It's the unexplored continent.
I forgot it existed.
Yeah.
Because they never talk about it. Have they ever talked about it?
No one has ever come from there.
Well, no. Missandei is from one of the isles off Sathrios.
Oh!
It's in the Slaver's Bay, but it's on the Sathrios side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Alright.
Yeah. I guess that explains why she talks with a very different accent than everyone else, too.
True.
Yeah. So, Grey Worm might too, but I'm not sure.
Did we find out where he was from?
No, he's from the Summer Isles.
Summer Isles, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think of Littlefinger? Bargo. That was my boy, but I knew it was going to probably come to a really bad end for him at some point. He overplayed his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, it was funny to just, you know, they just slit his throat and that was it. And then it was just like, what do you guys want to do for lunch? Like he's just bleeding out on the floor, but he's just kind of
No one cared about Littlefinger, but they listened to him because he had some smart things to say. And he always knew how to manipulate people, so he was always giving them what they wanted. So when he saw him die, they were just like, good, I don't have to be manipulated by this dude anymore.
Have there been any Forresters in the show? I don't think so. They were in the Game of Thrones Telltale game, but not in this that I can think of.
I thought they were made up for the Telltale.
I think their banner was... No, they're legitimate. George R.R. Martin, I'm pretty sure, came out and said that. I think their banner was in one of the things with the Army of the North. When Rob called in all the banners, I think they showed... In one of the scenes with the Army, their banner was there. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think they were ever actually mentioned.
The War of the Ninepenny Kings. That
would actually be pretty cool.
That's not bad. Yeah. Oh, young Barristan Selmy.
Yeah.
I would want to see that.
Barristan the Bold.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess at that point, Sir Arthur Dayne could actually do something other than die.
Yeah.
You know, he's supposed to be the most badass guy. He shows up once, dies. Like, I'm like, that didn't really help me think he was badass. We think Tormund got out of there. So, I mean, only part of the wall collapsed, not the whole thing. So we think he got either down in time or far enough to the west.
I just wish we had more of the...
Dane wasn't born yet in the War of the Ninepenny Kings?
He was younger.
Yeah, possible.
Well, no, he was...
Because it's younger Tywin, so maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might be too young. Yeah. Putting all those timelines together is a little tricky. Yeah. The really Blackfish. I'd like to see the Blackfish being a badass.
Yep. I mean, we did see that.
We didn't see him fight.
We didn't see him fight. We just heard the badassery, yeah. I really wish we had more of the Dorne story from what we have in the books.
Yeah,
because Dorne had some
apparently
pretty cool
the
characters.
actress who played Nymeria was supposed to have a larger role this season, but because she's doing a different show,
she's in
is it the new Star Trek, The Defenders?
Yeah, she's one of the chicks in The Defenders.
Yeah.
I think she's getting her own spin-off too.
Okay.
Yeah. She was in the Iron Fist and now The Defenders. I knew I recognized her. I was like, this. Yeah.
Officer Hobo makes a good point. Arthur Dane wasn't Sword of the Morning yet, even if he was born. So yeah, that would eliminate that. But there's still some other cool shit in there. Yeah. Yes, Bargo, we talked about this earlier, and that was... He had a very concerned look, and we don't know quite what that was about. We couldn't really come to a consensus on it. Mm-hmm. Whether it was somebody took his toy, or he thought maybe he would be the heir to Dany's reign.
The last bottle of wine was in that room. He's just like, shit.
I gotta spend the night sober? This is bullshit. Yeah.
Do you think Tyrion's got feelings for Dany?
I'm thinking.
Mildly, because when she pinned him as the hand last season, he kind of had to... But it never seemed like it was romance. It just seemed like...
He's talking about secession and everything, so it kind of makes me wonder if he's like...
I'm wondering if Cersei got to him, because now he thinks he has another niece or nephew. And now he's feeling kind of pulled in both directions. So... Yeah, I think Officer Hobo's question of is Tyrion going to be the traitor is possible. Will he? I don't know. But if he thinks he's got a niece or nephew, he might not. You know, he's not the biggest fan of his sister, but he did always...
he loved the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He turned on Joffrey eventually, but because he deserved it.
Joffrey was a dick.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone does seem to like Dany. I like how Cersei told the Mountain, if things go wrong, kill the silver-haired bitch first. I was like, oh, man, that's so great. And then they said, what was it, Jorah Mormont at the meeting said, like, someone will notice your silver hair right away. I'm like, why don't you steal a page out of the Sansa playbook and dye your hair black?
Dye it black,
right? Oh, man. I don't know. We still really feel strongly that Jaime's got to be the one to kill Cersei.
Yeah, I'm still... Ever since... Dude, this was like a theory in like the...
Yeah.
The first few seasons, everyone's like, I think Jaime's got like a bigger story. Because what season was it? 3?
When he gets the hand cut off and just seems like useless.
Yeah.
I think that's when everyone's like, I think he's got more to do with this.
Well, because that's when he starts to change as a character, too. Because he loses his hand and all of a sudden, like... He's like suicidal, but like he starts to rebound because with Brienne's help.
He has to redefine who he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because who Jaime Lannister is the world's greatest swordsman.
Well, he said, I was that hand. That was his own line.
Yeah. Like, now that he's no longer the world's greatest swordsman, who is he? Is he a knight? Is he a knight of the King's Guard? Is he, now is he, the... Lord of Lannister, the Casterly Rock. They don't even have Casterly Rock anymore. Nope. You know what I mean? Like, who is he? Now he's a dude on a horse, covering his golden hand and riding.
Yeah, Black of True just mentioned that. He was waiting for him to toss the golden hand, but I think covering it was probably better.
Yeah.
Because he probably can pass as somebody else
without
his
Lannister. If it's covered,
armor.
They're not going to notice him. If it's missing, they're like...
Like, most people probably remember Jaime Lannister as the cleanly shaven, long, flowing gold locks. Now his hair's like brownish and short, and he's got the beard, and like he does not look like the same dude from season 1 at all.
No.
So unless you've seen him recently, you probably wouldn't know he's Jaime Lannister. No, I think it was him basically like covering up the fact that he's a Lannister, like
Wherever he's going, he doesn't want people to know.
I think that was like a symbol, like, for, I'm not a Lannister now. Like, I'm just me.
Maybe he's going to Edmure.
That would be a weird move.
I mean, they're still bannermen of Cersei. They're going to use them to go towards the north.
Oh, yeah, if he were to tell him, like, yo, come on, we're marching north. Be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Jaime manages to kill Cersei because the Mountain is predisposed fighting the Hound, right?
That's it. Yeah.
That's got to be it. Yep. Because I'm thinking, how does he get past
anything that
the
leaves
Mountain?
the Clegane Bowl with you? You're just I'm down with that.
I'm down with that. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we all want to see that. What if it's Brienne and the Hound fighting the Mountain?
Oh, because they forgot about their conversation.
Because they seem to make let bygones be bygones. Like, you tried to murder me, but I didn't die, so it's all good.
Yeah, but their bygones was the fact that they were trying to protect the same person. Yeah.
Oh, wait. What if they're fighting the Mountain? He manages to overwhelm both of them, and Arya kills him. Their whole thing was, we got to protect Arya. What if she ends up saving them in the end?
Take it back. I think Arya fights the Mountain, thinking she can take him.
And they come in to save her?
And they step in, yeah. Because that's their whole thing. They were trying to protect her.
But he's on her list.
Yeah, but if she can't... Listen,
she didn't
Arya's
get
badass, but she's not going to be able to take him.
No. Yeah. I don't know what can take him, man.
The Hound.
Dragonfire.
Dragonfire.
That would be my best bet.
Blank out Dragonfire.
Yep. Just bake him in that gear, man. He's got all that armor on. Just bake him.
The goodness is baked in.
I thought we were more. I thought that was more the theory of that Tyrion's actually Targaryen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hound versus Mountain. Watch it just be like everybody versus the Mountain.
It's pretty much
like
going to happen.
The Hound, Brienne, Arya, like everybody's trying to take them.
The Trial of the Seven is really just the Mountain versus
Seven. Yeah, he's just like, you 6 guys, whoever, just street urchins, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the theory about Aerys Rapey was the Tyrion being a Targaryen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would explain a lot, like why the dragons didn't eat him. You know. Yeah.
But then
it was cool that we finally saw Rhaegar. I was excited about that because we heard about him plenty and we never saw him. I still hope we didn't get it this year. I was hoping for it, that Bran would have a vision of the Battle of the Trident.
Just a little snippet.
I just want to see like Rhaegar get hit with the hammer, fly through the air, and the rubies just spraying in slow-mo down into the river. You know, like I think that's all anybody really needs to see. You know.
And after seeing Rhaegar tonight, like, do you really imagine Robert having a hard time killing him? Like, Robert was this big beast of a man, like, and Rhaegar's like my size. The dude did not look tough.
They clearly were thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Viserys playing him.
Yeah, it looks like they just put a little nose compound on him. You know, give him a bit more of a schnoz, and it looked like the same dude. I'll have to check the credits, but yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely seemed like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't even... Roaming. That's it. I'm roaming in your house. I was going to look it up.
Oh,
you're sitting, man. That's not roaming at all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, are you like Bran? Are you like... are you saying shit right now? Yeah. Right now? Emrys, no! Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, man, what a... I mean, I'm really happy with this season. Probably more than any of them since the first season.
Because we got everything that we're like, oh, it's a theory.
Shit happened.
Pretty much everything was something.
Most episodes. I think the first episode kind of petered out after the Frey thing. It kind of...
Who cares? That was great. Like, that was deserving of the cold open that it got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. The second episode took a little while to get going, ended really good. 3 and 4 were both good episodes. 5 was kind of like the mid-season setup. Yeah, for the second act of season 7. Season 7, yeah. And then, geez, last week and this week, all kinds of shit. Yeah. I mean, the 2 episodes combined, I think, were basically the equivalent of 3 episodes in any other season. So they just got it all done before Labor Day. That was pretty much the goal. Start right after 4th of July and before Labor Day. The dead zone of television. And I'm pretty sure the numbers will say they killed it.
They finished it before football season.
Yeah.
Also smart. Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Oh man.
I think Arya's going to King's Landing.
Yeah. Well, Bargo, I did mention
really
earlier
a place for her. With Littlefinger gone, there's no enemies in the north.
Yep.
You know
she's
what I mean?
not really very useful against the undead. Like she's an assassin, not a soldier.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, and she's not one to go into. Yeah, she's not going to go into battle.
I still think taking Baelish's face, which she saved by cutting his throat, not stabbing him through the eye, Jory style.
Mm-hmm.
And
because the Mountain of Cersei are the last two on the list, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to check. There's some websites that have the full list, but the thought that she could just pretty much get an audience with Cersei is Peter Baelish. Although,
or Jaime.
I don't.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
She get real close with Jaime. Real close.
Oh wow. Oh, thank you, Princess Peach. Okay, so it was different actors. They just did the hair the exact same, and since you didn't get a lot of, you only got like a side profile.
Yeah.
The hair looking the same just made you think it was the same person.
Two scrawny guys.
I mean, because the hair was like exactly the same.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Well, okay. Not that it really changes much, but yeah. Yeah.
Beric and
Skinny
Melisandre?
Survivor, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. Being as that Peter Baelish has been so allied with the North now, since like the Battle of the Bastards and all, and he's been hanging out in Winterfell, it may be a little harder to get an audience than once thought.
How is Beric and Melisandre on the same list?
Oh,
is it Gendry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She took the Hound off the list, so the Hound should not be on the list anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. That is true. Yeah, who wouldn't want to kill Cersei
there's a lot of
right
people
now?
that want to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she took the Hound off when she had the chance to kill him.
I wouldn't put it past Qyburn to kill her.
As a test, he needs an experiment.
Well,
What if I can have an undead person rule the kingdom?
I'm just thinking with
Have a
Jaime
puppet.
gone. Think about it. Jaime's gone now, so like, why not just have the Mountain kill her and then just, hey, I'm handed the king, so now I'm protector of the realm. Like it's only one little step, and that dude's fucked up.
He just wants the freedom to do his experiments. He doesn't care about that.
Probably not,
Yeah.
but hey, just throwing thoughts out there, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because she adds people, takes them off. Shows that she's still a human. Not just some dark assassin.
Yeah.
That she still has something in her.
There's a development to the character. She's not like this
Ruthless.
bland killing machine.
Officer Hobo, I think it's just, what's his name, Robin Aaron? I mean, he really was the ruler anyway.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
He just really took the counsel of Peter Baelish, so now that, and he was kind of like the protector of the Vale until Robin Aaron came of age. Whoever that dude is, I don't know who he is. He's always the one.
The old guy, Bronze Young?
Yeah. Yeah. So I would imagine he's protector of the Vale now until.
It's Jan, right?
Yeah.
Jan Royce.
Jan Royce.
Yeah. Yeah, sweet Robin. He misses his mom's boobs. He has to eat whole food now.
That was such a weird scene, though. I was like, yo, hold on, that's a grown-ass kid, man.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Yeah, talk about the series not being as disturbing as it used to be in season 1. Yeah.
Well, that is a reach.
Yeah, I don't...
What's that?
The Arya will get Euron's face.
The problem is Cersei usually doesn't let Euron get that close to her, so I don't know that would be good enough.
Well,
Maybe.
She's got to get dick somewhere. Everyone else around her is either dead or, weird.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Vale's kind of, I guess, just completely allied with the North now.
Yeah.
So.
just need the Riverlands and they have a decent sized army.
Well, if Jaime brings it,
that's what I'm thinking. Maybe he goes to Edmure.
That'd be an interesting reunion.
If they can get Gendry down to Storm's End,
But are there people still there? Storm's End was just the castle.
Well,
they didn't have many people. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, the Stormlands are populated.
But not anywhere near, but like, say, kingdoms, like the Reach or anything like that. Yeah. Yeah, actually,
their armies have been decimated with 2 wars already, the Stormlands.
Yep.
Whereas, like, they haven't talked about the Dornish army yet. Like, the Dornish army is now
Dorne's
lost.
like all... Yeah, so Dorne and the Stormlands are all kind of screwed up. The Reach has been taken over. Like, the Seven Kingdoms just suck right now. The Westerlands are, I don't know really what's going on there, but they've got no gold mines left, so...
Yeah.
Westerlands are pretty jacked.
Yeah, like, everything kind of sucks. Like, maybe the Night King should win. Yeah. This cat. Why do you like interfering with the show so much? She's an attention whore.
Meow.
Yeah.
The Dorne's army wasn't even with or they were going to get the army. Mm-hmm. They never had the army, so the Dornish army is still just sitting in Dorne, right?
Yeah. Chilling, just never showed up.
Yeah, they're like, our ride was supposed to be here. It's like, this is the worst trip ever, man.
Yeah.
You should have called Uber.
Just make sure you give them the right address.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the season overall really good. I really hope it's not 2 years before we got to see this again. That would be a nightmare.
I'll take a year and a half. No, I won't, because then a year and a half would end up in football season.
I would give up football for Game of Thrones because it wouldn't be playoff football. So
this is true. This is true. As long as the Eagles play in the early time, I'm all right.
Yeah, you're giving up Sunday night football, which means maybe
one game.
You're probably just giving up the Cowboys or the Packers, and which I don't care about. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I really hope that the Night King is a start. That brings up a very interesting...
Ew, what if Arya gets Jaime's face and fucks Cersei?
Now, see, that would be getting back to some season 1 shit, when the series was really twisted.
Arya's actually a lesbian and she just wanted to try something new. I'll take it.
Well,
she wanted to be a fighter.
Cersei dabbles a little in the books.
She's with Ilaria a lot.
Yeah.
Is it Ilaria?
I don't know the name of I forget the name of the character.
It's the Dornish chick.
Yeah. Well, the one chick she's married, I forget. Not Ilaria Sand.
It's the one who comes back with Oberyn, or who comes to King's Landing with Oberyn.
No.
Isn't it? Or is it the one who we have the plot line from a lot?
Yeah. It's
Ariana?
the one where Bronn they're supposed to kill. They get sent to kill Bronn, and instead Bronn kills the husband.
Oh man, I don't even remember this.
Yeah, it's been a little bit for me too.
You're way outside my wheelhouse right now. Don't look to me for any
These are all small storylines.
Yeah.
I remember she used to have that chick in her
bed.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Interesting. But if it's in 2 years, I just hope the next book comes out so I can have a new story to go off of.
I feel like Martin's not going to touch the books now till this is done.
I will murder him myself.
Yeah, right.
That's ridiculous, man.
Take his face.
That is insane.
Achievement unlocked.
He's got the plot line already done. What is happening?
Well, I feel like he just kind of really put the books aside when this thing took off.
He's been touring. And he keeps talking about, I'll finish the books and you find out he's at another convention.
The problem is the money you get for the books, like that. The money you get for the TV show,
the money you get for the books is like that because we already bought it 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. All right, the story's been out for almost 20 years.
Yeah. All I'm saying is you look at the famous authors and, they do okay. And then you look at the people who have hit TV shows and they do real fly. They live like ballers. So, just saying,
Yeah.
I can't blame the guy for going where the money is, especially because, much like Robert Jordan, he probably ain't going to be around too much longer.
No.
He don't look too good.
Well, the amount of books he's sold previous to the show is not what he's selling. Like, what Winds of Winter will sell.
Oh, it'll sell out.
Is going
instantly.
It's going to dwarf even with the show out. Like with all the stuff, all your big reveals are like spoiled. R plus L equals J and all that.
But the books can go another direction.
No, I expect it to be. Oh no, the books will go in a different direction.
Because
But
the TV shows veer.
the big,
Yeah.
the
And
big
they should be different
storylines-
things. I don't think they should be the exact same thing.
The
That'd
big
be boring.
storyline. The
Well,
R plus
Barristan's
L.
alive in the books,
Yeah.
dude. Like you get
And-
to see characters that are dead in the show be alive in the books.
Varys kills what's his name, Kevin Lannister at the end of the 5th book
Oh, really?
as
Wow.
I'm doing this for the round. So it's like he kills him. Tyrion just meets Dany, not the Hand at all.
Wait, what did happen to Kevin Lannister in the books? Or not in the books, in
In
the
the
TV
show,
yeah.
I think he got sent back to Castle Rock. And
Yeah.
that was it.
So they didn't kill him. Okay. Yeah, because we haven't heard from him in a while, and I was like, wait, did he die? Like, I couldn't remember. It's like, did the mountain just, crush his skull for fun? Like,
We have Lady Stoneheart, who has Brienne and Jaime. We have Jon Snow just died. That's it. He hasn't been revived yet. Dany's still in Essos. So there's a lot. We still have the Blackfire.
Fagon.
wait a second. I just thought of something really crazy. Say the Army of the Dead marches...
Kevin was in... he was in the...
Oh, he's in the Sept of Baelor. Okay. Here's what I was thinking. The Army of the Dead marches south, gets to Winterfell, overruns Winterfell. Can they go into the crypts and raise everyone? Like, how
All the other
fucked up
Starks?
would that be? Oh my god, that would be so fucked up.
There's a lot of stuff in the books that can go in way different directions. It should be good. We have this guy who goes into Old Town.
The mage.
Yeah, the mage who goes into Old Town. We have Darkstar and Dorne.
Yeah, that's Duff's boy right there.
Yeah, then we have the other Greyjoy who's got a flaming fucking arm. Like, there's a lot of
I don't know that there's much time to bring a lot of new characters in, though.
Definitely can't bring them in now, but I mean, there's a lot of storylines
Right, the book
that we're going to get in the
stuff,
books. So things will play out a little differently, but probably end the same way, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of storylines that kind of got mashed together into one character. Like Bronn is only relevant in the show because Ilan Payne died. So in the books, Ilan Payne's the one who's showing Jaime how to use his other hand.
Okay.
But because the actor died of cancer, they just kind of lumped that into Bronn's.
I like how they did it with Bronn. It was pretty good.
Ilan didn't talk. Ilan Payne didn't talk. He had no tongue. So it was just Jaime, making jokes, by himself and just having this guy have reactions like, oh.
Yeah. Did you see
cackle back at him with his no tongue.
Did you see this at Officer Hobo wrote that George Railroad Martin told them how to end the story, but gave them freedom to get there how they wanted to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this came up earlier in the chat, but we didn't address it.
Yeah.
What do you think
one
about
of the things that made him go with Benioff and Weiss was the first thing they asked him was, who's Jon Snow's mother? They were like, we're going to do this story. These are things we need to know. And he was like, okay, you guys are hip. Yeah, I mean, you guys are fans.
Makes sense. You don't want just two dudes doing it. We'll make a show out of these books. That's not what
It's not important. Oh, it's not important. Okay.
Yeah, because most of your viewership is going to be the fan base from the books. The other people you pick up won't care, but the people who read the books will know whether or not
Pick
you
up those
know
other
your
guys
shit.
by the nudity.
And the violence.
Yeah,
when you rip a dude's tongue out through his throat, I mean, that gets people's attention. You know. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think that George Martin might actually end the show in the books two different ways?
I think they'll end the same way, but how they get there would be completely different.
Well, with different characters, that would seem to be most likely. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Okay, so we know the show is going to end before the books, you know, unless the White Walkers come for all of us here. So, as the show finishes, it has one ending. As fans of the books, would you want a different ending in the books?
Yeah. I'm not going to read the books if they're the same ending. No. I want this. If it's the same ending, whatever.
Would you prefer it? So it's about the journey, not the destination.
The journey. Okay. When you think about where the books ended, they ended on a completely different note than the way I think season 5 is when they started branching off. So it's like I'm okay with however it ends, as long as we got a different plot lines, different stories, and we keep the characters that we already have.
Have we ever seen Cersei wield a weapon?
No.
How great would it be if Cersei and Dany squared off for the realms?
One of them has actually fought.
It's just like this or we just find out Cersei's badass and been training this whole time.
Yeah.
Just waiting for this.
We can't have two pregnant women going at it, right?
Yes, we can.
That would that might be the
fight.
That could be
the dragon and the lion.
The cherry on top
Hair
right there.
Hair flying everywhere. Well, Cersei.
I get the nudity I've been waiting for.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know. This has been fun. I can't believe we still got a bunch of people watching.
This is true.
Yeah. It's really late. It's a work day tomorrow. People are still hanging in. Yeah, you got off.
Got my vacation going.
Yeah. I'm dying for smoke. So if you're looking to wrap up.
Yeah, I think so. I think we should get out of here. I got to give a big thanks to everybody in the chat. So many of you guys have been here every week. I have no idea why you're watching this shit show, but I'm glad you are. Yeah. As always, you can get Chris over on Twitter. He's at ChrisBCGC, even though I got the names in the wrong spots.
Again.
Yeah. Well, we had it right before. Yeah, I know. We switched again. I wasn't ready for it. I'm at the Malgadar on Twitter. You can hit me up whenever. I'm always down to talk some Game of Thrones or cheeseburgers or Starbucks. That's Duff. He's awesome. You should. That's all you need to know.
Thanks for having me on the show, guys.
Yeah, no, definitely. Season end, man. There's always a lot to talk about. Yeah, as far as the Twitch stuff, I don't know. Me and Chris got to figure that one out. Take a week off for Labor Day. Come back after that. Figure it out. Yeah. So I got some ideas for a few things I want to do. Some pretty interesting and really completely asinine shit that I want to do.
I'm out.
So, okay. So it'll be the Malgadar and his cat. Catch us on Twitch.
Just sitting there.
No,
man. It's good stuff, man.
I got some interesting ideas. We'll see if they stick or if everybody's just talk Game of Thrones, jackass.
It seems to be the case here, man. Everyone's just talk about it.
I'll do it.
Recap every episode of the whole season, the whole series.
Dude, we could start over season 1 while we wait.
This is true.
Just start doing.
By the time we finish all of it, it'd be ready for the next season.
Yeah. We could just start over from the beginning and recap all the little nuggets we missed along the way. Yeah. So, all right, guys, we're going to sign off for now. Just keep an eye out for those little reminders, all you that are following me on Twitch, and you'll see when we're doing stuff. And, again, thank you so much. Thank you for all the chat. The stuff going on there is generally better than the stuff we're talking about. So, you guys are carrying all the weight here. Other than that, have a good Labor Day, and let's go humanity.